Yes, we were fortunate to be able to stay in college um, because the drafting was taking place, and we were very fortunate to be able to stay there until we graduated. And one of the main reasons they were let us do that was that we were in ROTC and knew what we would do when we graduated.
So the Army was aware that once you graduated, you would be going into officer candidate school?
Correct. We immediately, after graduation, we were immediately assigned to OCS.
And you graduated in 1943.
Correct.
Can you tell us, where did you go once you graduated and entered OCS?
We got orders to return home, and that the assignments would come to your home. And within 10 days after we got home, we got our orders. And our orders were to report to 102nd Infantry Division, who was training in Texas. And they were in Texas on Christmas Eve of 1943. We drove to Texas and signed in at 102nd Infantry Division. We went to the division headquarters, and they sent me down to the 407th Regiment, and went there, and they sent me to the 2nd Battalion, and then from 2nd Battalion they sent me to H Company, where I was in training for the time that we were out in Texas training. Of course, we had a lot of training with weapons. The H Company had 2 machine gun platoons and 1 mortar platoon. And the machine gun platoons each had 2 water-cooled 30 caliber machine guns. And so we spent a lot of time learning how to clean them and keep them and use them. And so that was our mission, was primarily overhead fire, and we were assigned to one of the rifle companies to support the rifle companies. We had good training, and we were fortunate to be with the other troops. For example, fortunate that we didn't go over as replacements, and because when we went over, we knew our men in our company and knew the officers, and were able to work well together.
And I imagine at that point in time that you must have dealt with a broad range of persons coming from all over the United States.
Correct. They were from nearly every state in the country, and most of them were young men that had a lot less less education and less schooling than the officers did.
And because so many soldiers came from such a wide area, were there any cultural difficulties that you experienced with those troops coming together?
No, I was very pleased with the fact that we had even different nationalities in our platoons, and we had some Europeans that had come to the States, and it all worked out real well.